The 21st century has given us digital technologies and a variety of fashion designs. Middlesbrough's high street is bursting with modern merchandise, but vintage is an increasing popular trend. There are some people who prefer to live in the past and wear and live a vintage life. I wanted to find out what makes a vintage lifestyle so appealing.
I'm Sian McQuaid. I'm 26 years old. I currently live in Middlesbrough, but I'm originally from Redcar. I am a sales advisor and visual merchandiser for my local Topshop store. My original passion for fashion lies within vintage.
I went with Shan to Age UK Gisborough, her favourite vintage paradise, to find out where her passion for vintage began.
My passion comes from just my general love of history, and because I like fashion, I suppose over time combine the two together in one and just kind of love the whole world of the 50s and 60s. I know some people can be very snobbish, like if it's not 50s they won't wear it, if it's not a particular era they won't wear it. But I'm not too bad. I wear anything from any era if it fits in with the styles and shapes that I like.
Store manager Mel is also a lover of vintage, and she told me about the room that made Age UK Gisborough unique.
Retro room was new to Gisborough, and we started about 4 years ago, and it's been amazing. And a lot of our customers now that have old mums and old aunties that have nice things will donate to us because we do special things with it, and it works and it's lovely.
Shan's passion for vintage does not stop at the shop. At her home in Middlesbrough, she revealed to us how her growing infatuation of all things vintage spills into her home.
It is very reflective of me and my trend and my style. I've got lots of little bits and bobs where it is all vintage. My whole home would be full of it, definitely. Like, I think one of the big things for me personally in my life at the moment is the fact that I'm a fresh graduate, so it's not as if I can afford to fully decorate a whole house, a whole wardrobe full of clothes. So hopefully that's the goal in future, that yes, but still with the mod cons. I like the internet, I like to have my straighteners, so yeah, definitely.
Living life in past decades may not be the ideal choice for everyone. I spoke to two Teesside University students who have very different opinions on the matter.
I like vintage fashion. I like 40s and 50s the best. I think it's good to add a little bit of originality and bring it back, retro and all.
I'm not too fond of it myself. I normally shop at modern things like Topman and things like that. I don't really understand the whole vintage scene thing.
Well, I get stuff from like charity shops and like vintage shops, but like a lot of the stuff like this was like my grandma's, and like I think it's good to sort of keep it in fashion and keep it going, keep it retro.
I'm here on Baker Street, Middlesbrough's vintage heaven, just outside Vintage Rags, and I'm off to go see the owner, Grace. She's going to give us a few hints on why vintage is so much better than modern vintage.
I'm Grace Stringer, I'm 24 and I'm the owner of Vintage Rags. I think vintage is better because every piece is unique and you're not going to get it on the high street and you're not going to see anyone else in the same outfit if you wear vintage. To me, vintage, well, it means everything because it's my life, but I've worn it ever since probably I started college when I couldn't really afford to go to Topshop and places like that, because it's not only much cheaper but the quality of it is much better, like the way it's made, because a lot of it is handmade, so that's why I like to wear it.
Modern day living may not be to everyone's taste, but there is still a great appreciation for British heritage, with original pieces of history finding their way back into our lives.